Joining me today is UFC welterweight Daniel Rodriguez, who takes on Mike Perry at UFC Fight Night on April 10th. D-Rod, how's it going?
Good, good, man. I'm feeling ready. I can't wait for April 10th to come around the corner.
And I can see you've been living the BMF lifestyle, doing snowmobiles, dirt bikes, and all that good stuff. How's that been going?
Oh man, I'm doing all that fun stuff, and I've been getting a lot of good work in too. That's the whole reason why I came out here, have some fun and have a great camp. You know how Cowboy does.
Yeah, of course. And are there perks to kind of being how isolated is the ranch? Is it like super far from the inner city?
Yeah, actually, it's about like 35 minutes, 40 minutes from the city. But it's a little bit higher elevation than it is in the city, so I mean, I really don't mind. I don't do much anyways, but just hang out here and eat, train, and sleep, all day.
Well, yeah, are there perks to that, like being kind of isolated and just focusing fully on training?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like super focused right now. Actually, Cowboy told me yesterday, he's like, "Yo, you've been working a little too hard, man. You might need to slow down." He's like, "I get it. You got the fight coming up, but at the same time, there's really like, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff to do here, but I can't help but be working out all the time. There's just so much to do, and I have a decent amount of time, so." Today I was kind of taking a little bit, kind of taking it easy today. I was supposed to, but I still ended up going on a bike ride anyway. So that's just how I am.
Nice. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, since you've joined the UFC, this might be the first time that you actually have a full proper camp, right? There was a lot of short notice stuff, last second opponent switches and all that.
Yeah, this is the first time that actually I get a full camp for the UFC, so I'm really excited about that. But at the same time, I'm like so used to always staying prepared for those short notice calls. It's good to finally have a full camp, and be like fully prepared and have like a good decent weight cut. And yeah, I'm just really excited about it. I'm actually going back to Los Angeles for a couple weeks and then come back out here. I'm actually like ahead of schedule on my weight cut, so I'm gonna make some adjustments with that. Maybe be able to pack on a little bit more pounds of muscle. Since the body fat is just shredding off. You know.
Awesome. And before we talk about your fight with Mike, I wanted to touch on your last fight with Nicholas Dalby. Close fight, didn't go your way. What takeaways do you have from that fight, if any?
Man, I should have been way more aggressive. I went for a takedown when I shouldn't have had him rocked. That was a little eye opener. It was a really close fight. A lot of people might say that I didn't lose that fight, but at the end of the day, I left it in the hands of the judges. Props to Dalby for lasting 3 rounds with me. Not many people do, but yeah, taking something from that is just, be a little bit more aggressive. I kind of felt like I was up in that fight, so I kind of made the mistake of letting off the gas a little bit. But it's a lesson learned. You know, uh, fan support. They make me feel like a winner. So I don't really take too much from that loss. But nobody wants to lose. But it's just a lesson learned. Just not be more is to be more aggressive and if possible, not leave it in the hands of the judges. But I know it's gonna be hard. Dudes are tough in the UFC. But I'm just gonna go out there and just give it all I got every single time.
Absolutely. And you get the Mike Perry fight. I remember speaking to you, I think, before the Nicholas Dalby fight, and I was asking you what you wanted next, and you said, "I want Mike Perry." And to quote you, you said, "I want to sock that fool." So you get you get
Yeah.
the fight that you wanted. How excited were you when they came to you with Mike Perry?
I was really excited. I had already started getting trained and getting ready for any opponent. Really, I told my manager, I was like, "Yo, keep my name in the loop for these short notice calls." Since I wonder if the UFC is relying on me to be that person. Which I don't mind. I get that from hanging out with Cowboy. He's saying anyone, anywhere, anytime. So I'm kind of like the same way. Um, Damn, I forgot the question.
No, just talking about just talking about how excited you were when they came to you with the name
Oh
Mike
yeah,
Perry.
yeah. I was like super excited about Perry. my manager hit me up. He's like, "Yo, I got something special for you." I was like, "What?" He's like, "You've been wanting this for a while." So I kind of had a feeling, but it took him a while to sign the bout agreement. It took me like, I had already came out here to the BMF ranch, and started getting ready, and just recently, like maybe like last week, he signed a bout agreement, so it's official. So I'm really excited about that. Just it's a really important fight for me. It's he's kind of like the bottom of that next level opponents that I should be facing, by now. But he's tough, and I'm tougher, so I'm really excited about that fight.
What is it about Mike Perry that you wanted? Like, why have you been calling for that fight for so long?
Um, it's stylistically, it's a great fight. It's a fan favorite fight. Um, his style of fight, he got like, he's got a reputation. People see him like, I want to, I'm trying to take that shine, even though he shines for some of the wrong reasons sometimes. But he's got like a lot of publicity. He's got like a big name, and I'm kind of aiming for them big name fights, and really that's all it is. I think he's just a big dummy, but he could fight, I guess. I mean, he's on a losing streak. I'm coming off a loss too, so it's gonna make for a really great fight because I'm coming in there, you know, no intentions of losing, and I'm expecting a tough fight. He's probably on his way out to the UFC. So if I'm that person that's gonna take him out, get him, he's gonna have to look for a job after dealing with me.
And he's fought a couple of, obviously he's fought Cowboy Cerrone before. First of all, did you get any insight from Cowboy at all?
Oh yeah, yeah. The whole team says the same thing about him. I don't really want to expose him that much of what we go. I mean, other than what everybody else knows, he doesn't have really great ground game. He's kind of. But on the other hand, he fought Mickey, and Mickey's really solid jiu-jitsu guy, and that went all 3 rounds, and Perry won that, I believe it was. But yeah, I mean, I feel like he just has crappy ground game. That's pretty much it. He could take a punch. He fought Tim Means, and they had a great fight. And I dropped Tim Means twice in that, and when I fought him, so I'm curious to see how my striking is gonna, like, I just feel like I'm gonna pick him apart, and if he tries to take me down, I'm pretty safe on the ground. I feel like.
And you spoke a little bit kind of about his antics. I know for a while he kind of had no cornerman. He only had his girlfriend, and then he was talking about not needing a coach in his corner. It seems like he's training at MMA Masters now, so it seems like maybe he's changed his mind about that. But what do you make of everything? And do you almost feel like it's a dangerous way to underestimate him in that regard, to play too much into his antics?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it. Actually, I don't. I don't really understand that.
I was
I
waiting to
don't
see what
get
you're
it,
gonna
but
say.
hey, it's um, he's got everybody talking, and everybody's watching him, and everybody's gonna watch this fight, So I'm not really playing too much of into his antics. I know he's just like I said, he's just he ain't all there in the head sometimes. So I'm going in there like not even phased at all about this guy. It's a fight at the end of the day, no matter what he says or does. And once that cage is locked, it don't matter his antics or whatever the fuck. He's in my world. So his mouth's gonna have to do all the talking. And I just hope that he doesn't do nothing stupid from now until the fight, like beat himself up or whatever he does. Um, that's all I got to say about that guy.
And I've seen you like from your videos on Instagram, stuff like that. Obviously, training with Cowboys, Carlos Condit as well. Who are some of the guys you've been training with in preparation for this fight?
Man, it's been a great camp. We just came back from Vegas, trained at the PI, had some great training there, great recovery. Went to Syndicate, had some great sparring, did some sparring with man, some really good dudes. One like Sean Strickland, Cowboy, went to 10 Planet. Been doing a whole lot more grappling. Out here we have dudes like Carlos Condit, obviously the Cowboy, and a bunch of dudes, just some really good, you know focus on detail as well as like doing all the doing all the work. I'm working out like 3 times or 4 sometimes, out here, just eating, breathing, everything, just for this fight. I'm from Los Angeles. I came out to the middle of nowhere to like really focus and put myself where I need to be physically and mentally, going into this fight.
Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Oh man, that's up in the air because I'm in between camps right now. Headed back to LA Saturday morning, and then I'll be training back with Joe at the yard, jiu-jitsu with Eddie Bravo. I know for sure Eddie's not gonna be in my corner because he's like super against quarantine and getting the tests and shit. He won't corner anybody, but he'll be there in spirit. um,
Yeah, and I'll leave you with a couple more questions. I appreciate your time. You talked about Mike Perry kind of being the bottom of that next level. So where do you feel like a win over Mike would put you in the division?
mm, man, like top. I don't care. Just I want to keep just rising up the ranks. Climbing that ladder. And just getting the recognition that I deserve. I feel like I have so much more to show, and I've shown so much already. And it's just it's only the beginning for me. I'm like coming off my first year in the UFC, and I feel like I'm in my prime, and I'm constantly learning, constantly working. Fucking legends in the game all around me, and just soaking up all I can from these guys, and just applying it when it's time to put in that work.
And I'm assuming you're looking to replicate that activity that you had last year.
Yeah, very much, very much. Just staying in shape. As soon as this fight's done, I'm keep me on that list for short notice, because I'm really just trying to fight. I like it's like I don't like not having a fight. I'm like in no position to like let my foot off the gas. 34 years old. It's time for me to get it. If I'm gonna do it, it's now. The time is now for me, and I just want to, stay hungry and keep working hard. I feel like I'm doing everything I have to do to get to the top and to ultimately reach my goals.
For sure. And one last one. How do you get your hand raised on April 10th?
Man, I feel like I'm gonna swarm him with punches. I mean, I can see myself finishing him like in the second round, just TKO, like just him crumbling, just getting hit so much, so hard. That's how I see it happening.
Well, dear Rod, I really appreciate you taking the time out. You've never failed to entertain us. I know you've been in the UFC for such a short time, but you have been making the headlines. You have been entertaining us with some great fights, and I have no doubt this one's going to be a fantastic one too. So thank you for the time and best of luck on April 10th.
Thank you. Anytime. I appreciate it.